I've been involved with the IB-PYP ever since I've been at the school. The thing I like about inquiry learning at St Paul's is the fact that everything is centred around the students, and they ask lots of questions, and the learning can be guided by the fact that they ask questions. At the beginning of the unit, sometimes we don't know where it's going to head. We make it up as we go. The kids' questions might totally change the unit. The teacher does have some idea of what's going to be happening. The culmination of the PYP for my Year 6 extension class is the fact that we have an exhibition at the end of each year, and it's like the end of all the PYP learning right from pre-K all the way through, and they present an inquiry, present a display in groups, and it's just a lovely evening of celebration of their learning.
I enjoy teaching at St Paul's Grammar School because at this school I'm able to share God's love unconditionally with the children in my care. It's also a school that presents the International Baccalaureate program. It's a program that's teacher directed but student centred. This year in Year 2 we have been looking at a unit of work on shelters. We looked at what makes a shelter, how a shelter can be defined. The students also wanted to know whether water would be considered as a shelter for a fish, and also the children were wondering whether heaven could be considered a shelter as well. So we inquired into all of those questions that the students had and came up with some varied answers. One thing the students wanted to know is what happens to people that don't have shelters. So we actually invited a lady that works at a local soup kitchen to come and share with the children how food is provided for local people in the Windsor district. She came out and spoke to the children, and then the children actually wanted to take some action, and the way they responded was by bringing in homemade cakes from home that were then presented to the soup kitchen, and they were incredibly grateful for the action that 20 Year 2 students had taken. At St Paul's Grammar School, I've been hosting the Year 5 Father and Son Camp for 10 years now. We started this program to encourage the relationships between fathers and sons, and it's been now going for 10 years and is a highlight. After the Year 5 Father and Son Camp, the fathers actually wanted that to be followed up with another activity. So a couple of years later, we introduced the Year 6 Father and Son Breakfast, where everyone gets together on the school morning for a breakfast, and it's just a great way for the fathers and sons to relate with one another and to other fathers and sons. This activity started at the school due to the relationship that I have with my own father, and I wanted to be able to encourage positive father-son relationships, and also the person that pioneered it with me also has a strong relationship with his son, and so together we commenced the Year 5 Father-Son Camp and the Year 6 Father-Son Breakfast.